Night Assistant Tim Jeffries, sometime between 11:15 p.m. and 11:30 p.m., R.A. Sarah was disturbed in her room on third floor by loud piano playing. She found two boys playing the piano and, not recognizing them, asked them who they were with, and for their ace cards. They continued to play the piano through this questioning. One finally claimed that he lived in Thomas Hall and was escorting the other. Sarah, not believing this, then returned to her wing and stood in the hallway to hear for more piano playing. Again, she began to hear the piano being played loudly again. She returned to the lobby to find no one there. She ran down to the main lobby where I was asked if I had seen two boys running out of the building. I did not. R.A. Blake then entered the main lobby from his wing and watched the main entrance while Sarah and I searched for these two. We finally confronted them in the second floor lobby. Sarah then asked for their identification, and they said they had none. Having a report sheet in hand, I then asked them their names and for any sort of ID. One told me he knew his rights and didn't have to tell me a thing. They started down the stairway, and I said that I needed their names. I then endured a speech informing me that one of the boys needed a cigarette to calm his stress that we were creating for him, and that I could go outside and get the information from them. This was a lengthy speech lasting approximately 30 seconds in which nothing of value was said to me. The manner in which this speech was given gave me the notion that if I were to press the matter any further, something negative may happen. They then walked away before Sarah or I could press the issue further. During this time, Laurel Carstensen of Thomas 204 had arrived in the lobby. She was very cooperative and gave me her ace card promptly. The two boys claimed they didn't know her, but Laurel said she knew them and said their names were Sam and John. With Laurel was one Cody Winchester, who was kind and rude at the same time, who informed us he would call Officer Smith himself, the kind part, and said that he, Cody, would resolve this situation for us, the rude part. Cody did this and handed the phone to Sarah, who asked Officer Smith to come over and help resolve the situation. Sam and John were outside behind Thomas Hall having a smoke when Officer Smith and three other officers arrived. I accompanied the officers outside while they questioned Sam and John, who were accompanied by Laurel and Cody. Sam and John claimed that we had, on more than one occasion this evening, attempted to force the two to stay in the hall. Officer Smith ran a check on them, and nothing came back. Sam and John were then informed that they were to leave the campus and could return the next day for their classes. Cody was to go with them, and Laurel could remain as she was a resident. They complied and left. During the whole confrontation, Laurel was the only honest and cooperative of the group. I got the feeling that these three just fell into her lap, and she was powerless to do anything about their behavior. Sam and John were also quick to get away from Laurel's room and Thomas Hall altogether. From past experiences in my military, I feel there was something more than meets the eye here, but this is just intuition, and I have nothing to support this idea. What a night. I will complete a round after this report is posted. I will post another report again if there is anything of value to report. Otherwise, I will post again on the next round. Night Assistant Tim Jeffries.